story continues to evolve. He has told the media that he has received death threats via social media. Your reaction to Colin Kaepernick, and he said he's all good with it. It would prove his point if there were a violent action taken towards him.
Yeah, you know what? When you take a stand like this, you won't please everybody, right? And there's a bunch of people that will not even look at the real issue. They're just saying, oh, you're disrespecting a certain piece of it. I think me personally, if I was to share anything with Colin, is, stand firm, stand firm in what you believe in. But understand that it looks different. It looks awkward to fight this fight where the fight is not there.
I'm going to just be real quick, but what you basically just heard Ray Lewis say was that Colin Kaepernick's knee has no place in the NFL. He's basically saying he can go wherever else he wants to go. He can do all the protesting he wants to do, but don't protest underneath the shield, which is the NFL. Now, the main reason that Ray Lewis is taking that position, in my opinion, is the fact that this is the same NFL who's put money in his pocket, who's fed it, clothed his kids, took him out basically out of the ghetto, out of the poverty areas of America, and made him probably into the man that he is today. So that's why, in my opinion, I have another reason, but I'm going to save that for later. But that's my opinion why he's taking a position. He's not even looking at the fact. He's overlooking the fact of why you protest in the first place. You don't protest when everything's going well, when everything's going great. You don't protest in ways that won't bring the most out of it, that won't bring the most light shed upon it. You protest in ways, in areas that will bring the best and the most perspective, the most light, the most amount of people. That's why we protest. That's one of the reasons why he chose to protest on the stage he chose to protest on. So when Ray Lewis says it has no place in the NFL, I absolutely disagree with that wholeheartedly. Because what better platform to protest in? That's all I want to say. I'm going to continue to play the video. Y'all listen up.
It's not on the football field. Right? And I get it. Listen, I get it 100%, bro. And it kind of frustrates me when people think that I'm going against Colin, because I'm not.
No.
Right. I live as a black man every day.
Every day.
Right? I called my son yesterday and I was like, baby, listen to daddy now. Listen to daddy. If you run into anybody, white cop who can't understand, yes, sir, get home to me. Then we'll figure it out. Right? But this fight, and you think about what's happening, because I truly believe this way. If what you do, the end result isn't love, then the only other thing you can get is hate. So that's what I think, Colin is getting a bunch of hate, because I get it, but man, and I want people to. And I'm glad I'm on a platform like this, right? Because you can speak openly and honestly about what I truly believe. Like a leader, lead us. Leaders lead. Leaders lead. And when you lead,
leadership is a very strong quality. It's probably the #1 quality that a true activist should possess, but it's not the only quality. You understand what I'm saying? Leadership is not the only quality. But you see, by what Ray Lewis is trying to do, I see what you're doing, Ray. What he's trying to do, in my opinion, is he's trying to paint Kaepernick as a leader so that he can then discredit what he did. He can then draw a conclusion that since Kaepernick is not a leader, then what he did was not a form of leadership, and that it was inappropriate for him to take a knee to protect that shield, which is the NFL. I see what you're doing, Ray. So anyway, that's what I got. What y'all think?
Like a leader, lead us. Leaders lead. Leaders lead. And when you lead, sometimes you lead by showing somebody how to do something, but then sometimes you lead by taking somebody with you. And what I'm telling Colin is, take a whole bunch of people with you. You can protest this, but if you want to protest it, go stand in front of the podium.
That's my point. is that the fight is with the police and the headquarters. If he really understood football and how good it's been to us and the doors it's opened us, the doors it's opened to him. I want to clean up one thing you said because I think some people hear it. Look, Martin Luther King led with love and his life ended in death.
Yes.
So it can happen either way. If you stand for justice and you enter the racial discussion in America, it's a life or death endeavor. And, you know, my prayers are with Colin Kaepernick and his family, and I hope that he's fine. But one thing I think about leadership, Ray, is that a lot of people don't understand. Great leadership, a lot of times, is following people who actually know where they're going.
Absolutely.
When you jump out to lead and you don't know where you're going, you might lead us straight to hell.
Yeah.
Y'all see what they just did? Basically, like I just said, they're trying to paint him as a leader so that they can discredit him. Enough said.